why the real estate market in the US is heading to a crisis, same what happened in 2008, even worse. First, the mortgage rate interest is at 7 and 7.5. It was 3% in 2021 when the booming was happening. So now this 7%, which means in 10 years you end up paying 70% just interest from the value of the house, which means if a house is $1 million, you're paying $700,000 just interest. Now, the second thing, the median home price is 420, and usually the majority of Americans worker go in the let's say in the retail stores like Walmart, Target, and all this stuff, make around 50, 60,000, if not 30,000, and people who work for the state and stuff like that, even in Hawaii, for example, where I live, they make, some of them do 2,000 working for the county. So you can see why 420,000 is not affordable for many Americans, and that's why people homeless are on the rise, the number of them in all states. Now, the third problem is new homes lifespan is 40 to 60 years. The majority of homes which are built from cheap wood, and the labor is not very professional in building them. And also here we need to add that the homes built all over the US in most can stand hurricane and other natural disasters, as we saw, for example, if a fire rage, the majority of homes in California and Hawaii, like villages and region, will suffer a lot of damage. And also we need to add here in this number 3 that the majority of homes are built, for example, in Hawaii, we saw that when the volcano raged, it took around hundreds of homes in its way because the planning was done wrong from many years before. The fourth note is the lifespan cost trap. Let's assume these cheap homes which are built right now, homes which was built in the 70s, 60s, 50s, they still standing because the majority of them was built from redwood. Now the majority of the homes are built from very cheap wood, like every builder know that. So let's assume that the lifespan is 50 years, which means each year a new house devaluate 8,400 per year. So you're paying 7% interest, and in the same time, the majority of people don't know how to maintain the house and increase its value, so it will degrade and devaluate. And also, wood homes in the US are very vulnerable for termite damage. And fifth note is housing inventory needed is still short 5.5 million. So there is a lot of people who need homes all over the US, and due to greed and the weak quality, and because the homes don't last more than 50 years on average, there is a shortage of 5.5 million, which the US can't decrease in an easy way because they don't build a quality of homes. And when a hurricane hit, kaboom, a lot of homes go, or a fire happen. So to make this number decrease to reach for around to meet the supply and demand, all the design of homes in the US need to be rethink, and the homes need to have a longer lifespan, like using stainless steel for the roofs and concrete in a smart way, how the Romans did it, which cracks heal itself, and stuff like that, to make homes which last for at least 300, 400, and 500 years. And the sixth note is affordability. Only 15% of homes affordable to middle income, and the majority is for very wealthy people and million and above. So this is what's creating a gap between the poor and the rich in the US. And seven note, the monthly payment 2,900 with tax and insurance. And we said that the majority of state public employee and government employee, some of them seriously do 2,000 and close to 2,000. For example, the soldier in the US Army, they do their salary is in this range. Now the eighth note is the mortgage application down 30%, which is little bit wild, especially if someone income is very low. And foreclosure based on all this stuff and this system which was designed to screw the poor and the middle class, we have 10 and 15% foreclosure per year all over the US. And if you go to these real estate auctions, and if someone have a little bit of a humanity, impossible for them to be able to raise their hands even they have money in their pocket, because behind every foreclose there is a real sad story of medical inflated prices, price gouging, or someone died and other can't, the kids can't pay the mortgage anymore, and a lot of sad story about it. So it's like this system how it is right now in real estate. In my opinion, it's impossible to keep it on oxygen to last for a long time, and we might see a full collapse of this system we have today in the US as a real estate system, whatever it is, for something new and better to rise.